Physics class. Today I am going to discuss certain topics on nuclei. Here, what do you mean by an atom? Atom is a substance which cannot be divided. When I say A represent not, tum represent divide. Atom is a substance cannot be divided. But that is a atom is a substance cannot be divided. But they divided into what? Nucleus and an electron. And the nucleus further divided into proton and neutron. And if you take an hydrogen, mass of proton is nearly equal to mass of neutron, but electron is very very small, right? Now if you take a hydrogen, when it contains only one proton, one electron revolve around it. And if you take a helium, it contains two proton and two neutron, and two electrons are revolving here, two electrons. And if you remove this electron, what you'll write? You'll get helium ion. The helium ion contains two proton and two neutron only. The helium ion is identified as alpha particle. Alpha particles. What are alpha particles? Alpha is what? Helium ion. Then here, how many helium contain? Four nucleons. Four nucleons. Number of nucleons here, only one nucleon. Hydrogen, only one nucleon. If you take, whereas carbon, if you take 6 and 12, what does it represent? 6 and represent? Here represent number of nucleons. That means 6 proton and 6 neutron. And how many electrons are there? 6 electrons. 6 electrons are there. Therefore, this is number of nucleons. 12 represent atomic weight or mass number. Mass number denoted by A. And this is the number of proton. The number of proton or number of electron. Number of proton equal to number of electron. This is called atomic number. Atomic number denoted by Z. Atomic number denoted by Z. Now, any nucleus, say carbon, I'll write A and Z. This represent what? 12 and this is 6. This is what? Atomic number. This is mass number. Now, any element is denoted by A and Z. This represent mass number or atomic weight. This is atomic number. Now here, oxygen you take it. Oxygen is also you can take 8 and 16. What does it mean? Here 8 proton and 8 neutron. Similar nitrogen 7 and 14. Here Z is equal to 7. 14 is what? 7 proton and 7 neutron. Likewise, you put different possibilities. Now hydrogen, if you take it, what? Hydrogen, only one proton is there. There are certain hydrogen contain one proton and neutron, and one proton and two neutron. This type of hydrogens are there, right? This is only one electron around it. This is a normal hydrogen, and one proton and neutron. This is called deuteron. They call deuteron, and this is a tritium. This is a deuteron. That is what? 3 nucleons and 1 proton. Now, this is deuterium, this is tritium. What is this? What is here? The hydrogen I'll write like hydrogen. I write like this because here Z remains same. But here A is not same. That is same atomic number, but mass number is different. These are called isotope. What are isotope? Isotope is what? Atom of the same element. What is the element here? Hydrogen. It have same atomic number, but different mass number. Mass number or atomic weight. This is called isotopes. What are isotopes? You must know, right? Isotopes, isobar, and all the things are there. Therefore, example of isotope, proton. This is called proton or hydrogen. Next, deuterium, deuterium, deuterium and tritium. All these things are done. Similarly, what are the example of an isotope. Uranium also you can write. Uranium 92 it has, but here 235, here 238. There are two different number of protons are more here, different. Then similarly nickel also you have two isotope. Here 28 to have 28, but 60 here. See, having atomic number, mass number, but only the. But see, isotope is different. Suppose, what do you call this? 28, 60, everything is there. But this energy of this is different from different. This is type of called isomer. What are isomers? Isomers, I don't. They will ask you. Everything is same, but energy state are different. This energy is different from other energy. Right? These are type of this one in nickel we have. Nickel only it has this one. What are isomers? Isomers are what? Mass number is same, atomic number is same, but energy levels, energy state is different. It's called isomers. But we don't isotope, isobar also is they'll ask you. But don't worry about all this. But what is isotopes at present? Remember. Now, what is suppose hydrogen? What is the old theory? Hydrogen is so big, and helium 2 proton and 2 neutron, carbon 6 proton and 6 neutron. They thought volume keep on increasing. See, when here A is what? 1, here A is 4, here A is 12, uranium 238, A is more 238. That means volume of the atom it become increases. The volume of the atom is directly proportional to, or volume of the nucleus, directly proportional number of nucleons. This is called nuclear size. Nuclear size. For a nuclear size is what? According to Rutherford, this is what Rutherford says this. He explained, showed by experiment also, size of the nucleus. See, size of the nucleus is finite. The volume of the nucleus directly proportional to mass number. Mass number is number of proton plus number of neutrons, or mass number. Therefore, volume of the nucleus is equal to directly proportional to A. Volume of the nucleus is what? 4 by 3 by R cube, directly proportional to A. Therefore, R cube is directly proportional to A. Therefore, R is directly proportional to A to the power of 1 by 3, or R is equal to R naught A to the power of 1 by 3. We equate it. This R naught is called to constant. Okay. Now see, suppose they give if A1 and A2, right? This A1 is what? Say 16, right? This is what? 125. 16 or this is 32, or sorry 8. This A1 is. What is the radius? If the atom mass number of the two nuclei are in the ratio 8 is to 125, what is the ratio of the radii? This is now comes in entrance exams as well as final exam also. Final exam this is for 1 mark. They will ask you for nuclear size. Nuclear size, write a note on this. Here also final exam as well as CET they will ask. For CET what they will write? If mass number are in the ratio, find out the radius. Therefore what? A R1 by R2 is equal to R naught A to the power of 1 by 3, R naught A to the power of 1 by 3. R naught get cancelled. Therefore A by A1 by A2 1 by 3. A1 is what? 8. This is 125. 1 by 3. Correct? Therefore 8 is what? 2 cube. This is 5 cube. 1 by 3. Get cancelled. 2 is to 5. Therefore R1 by R2 is equal to. Therefore R1 is to R2 is equal to 2 is to 5. This several times I have asked in CET. Right? Because of this relation. The next, what about this nuclear charge? What is nuclear charge? Nuclear charge is charge of the nucleus is equal to, if that is number of proton is electronic charge, nuclear charge is this. This also. Sometimes the textbook, this also CET. Nuclear charge is ZT. Sometimes AE they given, A minus ZE they given. None of the above. But this is the correct answer. Nuclear charge. What is mass of an atom? Mass of an atom. Atom consists of, see here, uranium we take it. Uranium 92 and 238 I take it. Here what is Z? Z is 92. Here A. What is A? A is mass number. Mass number. What do you mean by mass number? Mass number is number of proton plus number of neutrons. A equal to number of proton is equal to Z. Number of neutron by N. Your mass number is what? Therefore, number of neutron is equal to A minus Z. See, number of neutron is equal to A minus Z. They will ask you for both physics and chemistry also same thing. Physics also the same thing. Therefore, you can easily find number of neutron, how much you will calculate. This is 238 minus 92. Now we know how to calculate number of neutron. 4 choice will be there. You can calculate. Entrance exam. Then again, what is the mass of the atom? Mass of the nuclear mass. Mass of the nucleus. Here what? How many protons are there? Mass of proton you take it. Mass of neutron you take it. How many protons are there? Z number of proton. How many neutron? N number of neutron. Plus how many electron? Z number of electron. For electron, if you omit this, omit the electron. Therefore, Z is mass of proton plus what is N? N you substitute. A minus Z mass of neutron. Therefore, mass of nucleus is this. Mass of nucleus. There, mass of proton and mass of neutron. These are called sometimes instead of rest mass of proton and neutron. They'll write it, right? Now, what is the nuclear density? Nuclear density, rho. Density is equal to mass per unit volume. Mass you are called nuclear mass, mass of the nucleus. Now, suppose assume that mass of proton is nearly equal to mass of neutron. You assume like this. If you assume that one, what will happen? How many mass of neutron? Then what will happen? How many nucleons are there? A number of nucleons. How many? A number of nucleons. Therefore, I will tell how to do this. If any element, Z is number of proton, A is number of nucleons, and mass of proton is nearly equal to mass of neutron if you take it, then what is the mass of a nucleus? Mass of nucleus is what? Mass of proton, mass of nucleus. Then what? I'll write 1 atomic mass unit. 1 AMU I'll write. What is 1 AMU? 1 AMU is equal to mass of proton itself. You can keep. Some textbook MP they'll write it. Okay. Mass of 1 proton. Mass of 1 proton or mass of 1 neutron. Together is called 1 atomic mass unit. AMU. Mass of 1 proton. Therefore, here, what is the volume of the volume of the nucleus? 4 by 3 pi r cube. Then what is R? R is equal to R naught a to the power of 1 by 3. You know the formula, is it not? You substitute here. What is R cube? R cube is R naught cube, right? A to the power of 1 by 3 whole cube. Therefore, what will it? R cube is equal to R naught cube into A. This calculation is not required. Okay. Density is equal to what? Mass per unit volume. But all these things don't remember. Density of the nucleus is very, very high, you have to write. It is very, very high. That's all. Density of the nucleus. This calculation is not required at all for you anywhere, even in the CET or final exam. What is the value? What is the order order of this one, 2.3 into 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. This is 17. You remember around if it get right. Therefore, this order is important. Nuclear order. They'll ask you to what is the order. They want to check whether you are ready or not. This again is CET only it comes. Nuclear density is very very high. Now, what else that one? See, the question is what? The radius of the nucleus. So, one problem they were asking CET. CET. What is the radius? See, what is 1 Fermi? 1 Fermi is 10 to the power of minus 12 meter. Fermi is 10 to the power of 15 meter. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 meter. What 1 Armstrong? 10 to the power of minus 10 meter. Now, radius, the radius of the nucleus. So, if the mass number is what? This mass number is equal to 216, right? What is the value of that? What is the value of? For final exam, they have asked, what is the value of radius? Radius is equal to R naught a to the power of 1 by 3. But R naught they will give value. What is the R naught value? R naught value comes from 1.2 Fermi. Remember, R naught value is 1.2 Fermi. They will give in the exam, right? 1 Fermi. Therefore, R naught is substitute 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 15. Okay. A is what? 216, 1 by 3. But is it possible to calculate? 216. That means 6 into 6 into 6. 36 into 6. 216 it comes. Therefore, this becomes 6. Okay. 1.2 into 10 to the power of 15 into 6. You calculate so much in meter. That's all. Fermi. Or you can leave it off this much Fermi. Right? 7.2. 1.2 into 6 what? 7.2 Fermi. Therefore, this standard question they'll ask. Look, 5 cube you know, 125. 6 cube is what? 260. Remember. 2 right? 1 plus 6, 16. Something like that. Therefore, 7 cube, 8 cube. But they will ask, what is the radius of this one? This one R naught a to the power of 1 by 3. 216 means what will come 6. This is what? 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 15. This is Fermi. 1.2 into 6. So much Fermi. Use the calculator and find out for final exams. Or remember this around. Ordinary multiplication you can do it. Okay. Now they have given this type of question also. If A1 is to A2 is equal to A is to 125. What is radius? R1 is to R2. This already I have discussed. Very easy. R1 by R2 is equal to A1 by A2 1 by 3. You substitute, you will get this. That is 2 is to 5. All are entrance exams only. Simple questions. But there you have to get it. What is the density, nuclear density of the order? Nearly 10 to the power of something. Kg per meter, this value. What is E is equal to mc square formula? E is equal to mc square. The mass, when a mass is completely destroyed, you will get so much amount of energy. The energy is calculated by what? E is equal to, energy is calculated by the mass into C. C square is what? C is velocity of light. C is velocity of light. C is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. You can calculate. And you have energy measured in joules or electron volt and mega electron volt. We will do this bit later. What is electron volt and mega electron volt? Then what is the fission? Nuclear fission, see, uranium, and electron, see. What is mass defect? Mass defect. Mass defect, suppose you want to bind, you want to have a stable nucleus. You want a mass of a stable nucleus. You get all the nuclei. Say example, I want to form a carbon. For carbon, how much is required? 12 nucleon is required. Out of that 6 are proton. Therefore 6 proton, 6 neutron. All the things I am bringing together and putting in a small space. right? Small space, form a nucleus. That means 6 proton and 6 neutron. I'm bringing and putting in a small box. When you bring it, what will happen? Each nucleon will lose some amount of mass, some losses of mass. That means what? How many protons are there? 6 proton plus 6 neutron. I'm bringing it. Each one loses some mass. Finally, it forms a stable mass of carbon. This is called stable mass of carbon. This is mass of individual, 6 proton plus 6 neutron, and each one is loses some amount of mass, no, little. Therefore, it forms a stable mass. The difference between constituent is what? Constituent, mass of the constituent to stable mass is called mass defect. Their mass defect is equal to difference between sum of the nucleons, sum of the masses of the nucleons. What are nucleons? Proton and neutron, forming a stable nucleus. Forming a stable, difference means forming a stable nucleus. Right? It's called mass defect. Therefore, mass defect is equal to, right? How much proton there are? Mass of proton, Z proton. Then how much neutron? N neutron, no? Mass of neutron. Okay. N is nothing but what? A minus Z, no? Therefore, Z mass of proton plus A minus Z mass of neutron minus stable nucleus is M. Right? This is called mass defect. Okay. These are called rest mass. These are called rest mass of the nucleon. What is A? A is atomic number, mass number. What is this? Atomic number. Okay. Right? Atomic number. This is mass number. This is stable nucleus. Mass defect is this formula. You have to recognize the formula in CET. Again, CET only. And as well as what is binding energy? Binding energy is what? Mass defect and square of the velocity. Mass defect. Therefore, binding energy EB they'll write. Binding energy is equal to mass defect and square of velocity. This is in joules. Right? Then what is binding energy? Binding energy, this is 1 mark. Right? Energy liberate. See, when I bring all these things now together, energy will be liberating. This liberated energy called binding energy. These are simple. Now what is packing fraction? Packing, specific binding energy. Specific binding energy. Specific binding energy per nucleon. This is called per nucleon. Therefore, specific binding energy, this is called bar the specific binding energy. Binding energy per nucleon. Sometime write B bar the right. This is what? Specific binding energy is equal to binding energy per nucleon. This is what? Binding energy per nucleon. It's called specific binding energy. What is the significance of binding energy? What is significance? Significance. Higher specific binding energy implies more stable. More stable. See, all are entrance exam. Right? Right? Somewhere in the vast. What is, suppose I one atomic mass unit is what? It may mass of proton or mass of neutron. If I destroy one atomic mass unit, right, how much energy you will get it? 931 mega electron volt. One atomic mass unit is equal to, this is so important. Who discovered neutron? Chadwick. Right? What are short range forces? Short range forces. It's called nuclear forces. So example, inside the nucleus, proton attracts. Neutron attracts. Proton attracts. The force between proton equal to force between proton and neutron is equal to force between neutron, all are same. Understood? Force, these are called charge independent forces. It's called nuclear force. Short range, what are nuclear forces? Nuclear forces are short range forces. That is one point. Next, nuclear forces are charge independent forces. Nuclear forces are very, very strong forces. They are not depends upon the charge. It acts in a small range. They are in a small range only, right? Nuclear forces. And they are saturated forces. All the same. How many times stronger than? It may be 100 times stronger than electrostatic. See, what is the thing? See, nuclear force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force. Which is stronger among this one? Nuclear force is there, electrostatic force, gravitational force. Yeah, electrostatic force stronger than gravitational force. Nuclear force is stronger than gravitational force. Now, comparative statement is what? Electrostatic force is what? Nearly 1000 times stronger than gravitational force. But nuclear force is equal to 100 or more than so many times stronger. Why not 100 times? Electrostatic force is 10 to the power of 38 times stronger than gravitational force. 38 means what? 1, 2, 3, 38 zeros. So strong it is. Right? But what about nuclear force? Nuclear force is 100 times stronger than electrostatic force. That means when you compare gravitational force, 10 to the power of 40 times gravitational force. Nuclear force is what? 10 to the power of 40 times greater than gravitational force. Therefore, nuclear force is very, very stronger. See, this is a very, very important for CET. You understood? Therefore, what you have to do, this is what is fission and fusion. See, one atomic mass unit is equal to 1 AMU. 1 is 931 mega electron volt. Alright? Nuclear forces and all, this is all property of nuclear force. So done. Everything they will ask. This is entrance exam, this is also entrance, this is also entrance. All are entrance exam. Then what is binding energy curve? Binding energy curve. Specific binding energy versus mass number. What you'll get in the see for hydrogen mass number, you will get a curve. A curve you obtain by specific binding energy, mega electron volt, versus mass number is called binding energy curve. Here what? Fusion is explained. Here fission is explained. Here all nuclei are stable. Binding energy. What is the maximum binding energy? Is equal to around highest for iron. Remember, it comes around 8.76 mega electron volt. See, therefore, here fusion is full. This is also for entrance exam for this one. This is flat to represent stable. Here fission, uranium and all that, right? This is binding energy per nucleons are more for in the lighter nucleus. Here also less for heavy nucleus. Moderate nucleus it is stable. What is fission and fusion? Fission is what? When uranium is bombarded with an uranium bombarded with one neutron, this is called slow neutron, it breaks up into barium and krypton and 3 neutrons comes, right? 3 neutrons comes with a large amount of energy, around 200 mega electron volt. This is the fast neutron. These are called fast neutron. This fast neutron goes and hit another uranium, again it breaks, and 3 neutrons comes out. If this is uncontrolled, it it is called atom bomb. If it is controlled, it is called nuclear reactor. Understood? Fission is the process of breaking of heavy nucleus. Heavy nucleus. Therefore, when uranium 235, see 235, 92, it is bombarded with slow neutron. This is slow neutron. You will get what? This neutron will go inside. It forms uranium 236. It becomes, see, and it will become unstable nuclei, and you will get what? Barium plus krypton plus 3 neutron plus 200 mega electron volt. You will get it. You need not remember all this. Okay, these are nearly fission fragments. These are called what? Fission fragments. Okay, and you add all these things. This is what? Mass of product. This is mass of reactant. See, mass of reactant mass of product is called mass defect. Mass defect. Okay, this mass defect and square of the velocity gives what? Energy. What is it? Nuclear binding energy. We are getting it. Okay, therefore total binding energy, you can get it like this, nuclear fission. Therefore, what is fission? You know, when a slow neutron comes and hit your uranium, this is called target. This is called projectile. Projectile is uranium. No, what is it? Neutron, slow neutron. Targeted projectile. This is called unstable. These are called fission fragments. They are called fast neutrons. This is energy liberated, 200 mega electron volt. Okay, energy released during fission reactions around this. Right? What is uncontrolled? See, if the fission is controlled, if it is controlled, it is called nuclear reactor. If it is uncontrolled, it is called atom bomb. Okay. For that, there is a, see, if you want to have a control, no, the nuclear, this should have some specific mass. It must be having a specific mark of spherical size. This is called critical mass. Critical mass. See, these are all technical words. What is critical mass? If K is greater than one reaction, this is called critical mass. It's called K, they call, right? This is called steady rate. You will get it. Steady rate. K is what? Velocity of constant. Do you remember? In chemical kinetics, right? K is what? Depends on the velocity and all that. Velocity direction. If K is greater than that, uncontrolled it becomes. If K is less than 1, it is controlled. So critical mass is the multiple factor. It is what? If K is less than 1, the reactor is said to be subcritical. It is called subcritical. All these things are in entrance exams only, the fission. And what is distinguished between fission and fusion? What about the fusion? See, in the fission reactions, there some of the things are important. See, in the fission reaction, core is there, core or uranium, and it is kept in the reflector. This is called a reflector. There are control rods are there. Control rods. What are control rods? Control rods controls. See, you have three neutron comes out, right? Right. The control rod slows down. This fast neutron slows down, and it absorbs and make it slow like this. Therefore, neutron. What is the reflectors? Control rods. Coolant. Coolant is what? When the energy is liberated.